Hey guys, Rodrigo here, and today I'm going to be giving a super quick guide on how to play around with some of these settings in Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, such as the health bar, player names, and also some of the zombie settings. So stay tuned for all you need to know. So to be able to play around with the health bar settings, we just need to navigate to the main settings within the game. Now we can do this by going through multiplayer, or we can just do it directly from this screen. So if I click settings, you'll see that we have several settings sections at the top here, and the one that we want to move over to is the interface settings. So if I scroll across there, and the section where we want to play around with the health bar, among other things, is in the HUD elements, so the heads up display elements. And if you scroll down here, you can see that there are several options directly related to the health bar. So what you can do here is you can just toggle enable and disable of both your allies' health bars and the enemy. So at the moment I've got them both on as shown, but I can quite easily just flick the icon to the left there and it will go to hidden. And you can see in the image on the top right there the difference of what it will look like, i.e. whether you have the health bar above the player name or not. This was quite a controversial addition to Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, in the sense that we'd never had this before in a Call of Duty title, and admittedly, it is a little bit weird that enemies can see how much health you've got left in any given multiplayer game. Granted, these health bars do not show up in hardcore modes, but the majority of multiplayer playlists are on the normal core mode, so you can see why this was a little bit controversial for some players. But you can play around with this easily, and you can actually have one on and one off, so you can choose to see your allies' health bars if you choose, and hide the enemies, and vice versa. On top of that, you can also play around with some additional HUD element settings, such as the player name. So you can see on the right there with the image that there are three variations. So we can see a player's full name if we choose, so that will include, if they have one, a gamer tag. We can just see their abbreviated name, which will only display the name without the gamer tag, or we cannot see any name whatsoever. So the icon only basically just shows the red circle there for enemies, and subsequently the blue circle for allied players. In terms of zombies game modes, there are a couple of settings that we can also play around with. So for example, you'll remember from playing zombies that you will see floating damage numbers when you shoot zombies, but you can actually disable this if you want to. So if you wanted an experience in zombies with less of a heads up display, you can disable that. You can also play around with the zombie names and health bars as well. So at the moment I have the setting to show all, but you can actually play around with this to toggle to just see certain names of zombies, or even just basic icons. So it makes a nice change if you find it a little bit distracting in the zombies game mode. So if we jump into a quick game of multiplayer, you can see that our teammates' health bar is now hidden, and with the changes to the name as well, we can only see that basic icon. And it's the same for enemies in multiplayer as well. Also in zombies, as you can see here, when I'm shooting the zombies, we are no longer seeing the floating numbers appearing, and we also have a limited name appearing from the zombies. So that's all I've got for today, guys. Just a quick guide on how you can play around with some of the settings to change your experience in Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Let me know in the comments if you've used any of these settings, if you were not aware that they existed, and if you'll be using them going forward. Take care, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks.